You want to send some shots before we start sending some shots for this referee. This referee here is a criminal. And he should be arrested for his crimes in that final. What he tried to do, what he tried to change was insane. Not only from Senegal's perfectly fine goal, that in my opinion should have stood, very soft, falling over, dramatics, trying to play on like as if it was some massive argy-bargy. Really, it's a contact sport, and really you couldn't keep up and challenge and win the duel. So you thought, let me flop over like a fish. And then, on the other side of the pitch, he's trying to give a penalty for very similar. Flopping around, falling, light, barely a touch. It actually gets worse on the replays. The more I watch it, the worse it gets. And the reason why we got to start here is because it wasn't the greatest game. There was a couple of chances either side, but the referee tried to decide this game in the worst way possible. Injustice, right? In terms of the decision making there. He really tried to do it. Now, people are going to say he's corrupt. Some people are going to say that he was paid off. Listen, I don't know. I have no reckoning of that. I have no information, no evidence on that. So I'm not going to get taken into court myself. But I'll just say it was looking dodge. Very, very dodge. And it only gets dodgier from here because they obviously walk off the pitch, which is mad. I've never seen anything like it. Oh, I rate it. I respect it. Mane had to call them back out. I've never seen anything like it. They're in there for a while. The whole game is stopped, right?
That's why you have to rate Mane.
It's crazy. They come back out.
What he done is incredible.
And I'll be real. This Diaz penalty, I think he's done it on purpose.
On purpose, yeah.
Now, a lot of people are telling me that's crazy talk. And I'm here for the conspiracy. Because the corruption was there as well. So I'm here for it all. You know what I mean? This is the one time I'm going to get my conspiracy back. This guy does a Panenka. He thinks he's Zidane. He does a Panenka in a AFCON final in Morocco, for Morocco, in the last minute. That don't really make any sense. You're not that guy, really.
He was the guy campaigning the most to have it. Because he was the one, in inverted commas, fouled. He was the one remonstrating the most for the actual pen. But do you think he's seen everything what's gone on? Actually, boy, you know what? I don't really, because I might not even make it out. Well, he would make it out of there because it's Morocco, but I'm going to have the target on my back, even though I'm going to bring the title home. So he's tried the Panenka,
to do that Panenka at that time for a penalty that is deserved is bonkers. To do that when the penalty is not deserved, all that controversy around it, that waiting period of time, all the kerfuffle, to do it then is crazy. Then he does it, and I'm sorry, the reaction from the Senegalese players is not normal. The reaction even from the Moroccan players is not normal. It doesn't make any sense that there isn't any outrage or any jubilation on either side for that penalty miss. I don't want to look into it too strongly like that.
Because it was such a nice spectacle, you're forced to think
because
of ways.
It doesn't make sense, bro.
I.e., like the Senegal players didn't run a couple of them went like that, but it weren't.
Goalkeeper literally saves AFCON.
Yeah.
That's what it is. If that goes in, it's wraps. They're winning the tournament.
Yeah.
When your goalkeeper saves AFCON for you like that in the dying embers of the game, I'm expecting people to rush to him. I'm expecting like bumping off the chest, high fives, people like, and I'm expecting the Moroccan players to like be devastated. I didn't see that. I just saw
he was crying, and
he was crying.
He
was crying because maybe he was told to do this and he didn't want to do it, and he was like, "Damn."
Did you see though when the Moroccan coach started having a go at him? When some of the players were trying to console him,
I don't want
the Moroccan coach. Obviously, I couldn't understand what he was saying, but he seemed to be saying, "What are you doing?" You know what I mean? Like,
maybe Mane had a word. Maybe youth made boss calls in the stands. I don't know.
He was on FaceTime, bro.
Listen,
the president must have rang him and said, "Listen, brother, go and tell Mane, go in that dressing room and get them man there out." Yeah, something must have because he was on big FaceTime Jufos, and then it just changed. You know what I'm saying? But
we got to give
big up Mane, man.
We got to give Mane credit
because he is the epitome of what football actually should stand for. Because you know what he actually did? I listened to his interview afterwards with Amrabat's brother and another guy, and he was basically saying that like the whole world is watching this tournament. Like African football, gets like a rough time at the best of time for lack of officiating, you look at the federations. Of different African countries, there's always controversies there. There's a lot of bad press and a lot of sort of sneering towards African football. And for the tournament to have ended although we get their frustration of the robbery, for the tournament to have ended with one team like Senegal going, do you know what? We refuse to participate. Just forfeit this game and they win. For the eyes around the world, it's not a great optic, even though you've been robbed. And he said, look, this is football. Like, he said the referee could definitely make some wrong calls and stuff like that, and maybe he can get it right or wrong. He just handled himself with absolute class. 100%. And if he was the driving force as the captain to get the team to come back out, he was, because he's a very humble guy, he wasn't even on some look at the redemption because the man's missed the pen. Then they've scored an absolute rocket in the top corner left. It's absolute amazing shot. Top goal, worthy winning any final. To then actually have turned it round. So you would have forfeited that opportunity. It's kind of like sport one of like, never give up. Like, even when you've been wronged, or always do the right thing. Carry yourself with class. Carry yourself with dignity. You've seen it in the boxing world where people get robbed and, you know what I mean? You go, listen, the judge has done the thing on me, but listen, he won it, fair play, whatever. It's hard to do that because really, if they didn't come back out, the robbery was that bad, you go, boy, only an AFCON would a team just not come back out. But you know what?
And with respect, I'm not having any of the conspiracy theories. Brahim Diaz, he cheated to get that penalty.
Yeah.
And that was all narcissism. He thought, I'm going to be the man.
You're not having any missed on purpose or nothing like that?
No way.
The reaction, we just watched that again.
No
like the reaction, like you said, Mark, was a bit weird.
Especially the Senegal players barely even reacted.
Was it shock?
I think it was.
I'm not saying.
I'm like,
I don't know. It was a slight.
This game, we better lock in. I can't.
How can you be shocked?
Like, no one's even like gone over to Mendy or done anything.
That Panenka is so weak. It's right in the middle of the goal. It's not even high like them proper good ones.
Why are you taking a Panenka?
Why? If you want to score so bad, why choose that way of doing it? It doesn't make any sense.
Narcissism 101.
No, but the emotion of the other players would look different because they literally said we're not playing.
Yeah, but
and when he went over to the VAR screen, I thought, oh my God, he's going to get rushed.
Flex.
Like, they wouldn't even let him watch the video. I thought he's going to get rushed.
Flex, trust me, he wanted to be the story. He wanted to score that goal. He wanted to.
If you wanted to score that, I don't understand why you would then pick that moment to do a Panenka. Like, if you want to make sure that you score the winning pen.
He was trying to be clever.
I think that's crazy.
The World Cup
I
final.
think that is such crazy work to do that.
But listen,
because if Paddy had scored it,
no one cares if you're going to score. Yeah, but no one's going to care if you score that. Just do your job. Put the ball in the back of the net, and then
he
you're
would
going to
have
get
been
all
the
the
hero
accolades
of
anyway.
Morocco.
But he was the man campaigning for it the most, so that's why I think maybe it wasn't fake. I don't know. But
either way,
I hear that.
Either way, that controversy will carry on. You know, we've heard some other things this morning, so that will carry on. And that is one of the craziest finals I've ever seen in my life. So congratulations to Senegal in the end, and Morocco, commiserations.